Representative Gillis, the governor's veto of school construction money caused the average Anchorage homeowner to pay about $170 in extra property taxes. Do you support that decision?
Yes.
Why?
We don't. Alaska's broke. We really don't have the money that we need.
Okay. Well, I guess, I'd circle back there. I mean, I don't know. That's a pretty straightforward answer, so maybe I won't circle back there. We'll just move on to question 2. This is for Representative Gillis. Representative Gillis, Alaska's per student schools budget, what's known as the BSA or base student allocation, has not increased since 2017. Do you support an increase in school spending to keep up with inflation?
You know, some of the highest spending in the country, Alaska has. And we're getting some of the worst results. We need to get value for our spending. I support public schools. My son and grandkids have went to school up here.
Okay, so thank you, Representative B. Mr. Schrage, the governor vetoed more than $100 million that the legislature set aside to repay Alaska school districts for school construction. It's a program known as school bond debt reimbursement. The veto cost the average Anchorage homeowner about $170 in extra property taxes. Do you support that decision, and why?
Well, you know, I think I don't support it, first off. Let me just answer that clearly. We've got to find real ways to balance this budget, and simply shifting costs onto municipalities and other communities, that's not how we get through this. We need to get through this by, yes, finding cuts and finding efficiencies where we can to reduce our budget where it makes sense and where we can do so responsibly. But that's not the issue we're facing today. We are facing an issue of making sure that we have the services we depend on. We need to make sure that we have funding for these programs, and that we find a way to balance this budget that isn't directly pulling on Alaskans here in Anchorage or in our communities. This is just a cost shift, and it's a cost that we're paying.
Thank you, Mr. Schrage.